Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, November 17th, ending Friday the 22nd, 2019. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Still sitting in a 3.5 point range for the year, in the middle of that range right now. Wasn't exactly the most exciting week. In fact, this is one of the narrower weeks we've seen in a while. It wasn't almost interesting at all. Let's go through the daily charts. The euro dollar inverse of the dollar index as usual. The pound dollar has been flat now for a month as we continue to wait for the Brexit answers. The Australian dollar slipped a bit over the last week or two. The euro yen has been a very slow drift, but mostly flat. The pound yen, look how flat that is. I mean, seriously. Find me another spot on this chart that's this flat. Pound Swiss, also that flat. New Zealand dollar pair didn't do much either. So we're kind of in no man's land with not much going on. Let's look at the 30-minute candles for the week. 70 pips, high to low for the week on the euro dollar. That's untradeable. Remember, it usually trades 100 and on average 120 pips per day, and something like 320 per week. It trades 70 pips for the whole week. The pound dollar, only a little bit better, about 140 pips. And remember, Monday was a U.S. bank holiday. We did see a move there. That was actually the most exciting day of the week, which is very, very strange. So there's nothing else to say about this stuff. There's nothing new happened on the charts. It was just a really slow week. We had, I think, 2 nights without any triggers. One night we didn't make calls because it was so bad. Nothing else to talk about. All right, in terms of economic data, on Sunday we've got Spanish elections in Spain. We've got bank lending, core machinery orders, and current account out of Japan going into Monday. Economy watcher sentiment out of Japan. German WPI. France is on a bank holiday. That's not going to affect the world. Italian industrial production. China new loans and M2 money supply. UK's got their GDP number for the third quarter, along with manufacturing production, construction output, goods trade balance, index of services, and preliminary business investment. That's all at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday. Sorry, let's start this over. I'm a week off on this. Horrible. Sorry about that. So Sunday, the only thing we have is the UK Rightmove HPI. China's foreign direct investment, German, nothing there. NAHB housing market index here in the U.S. at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday. CB leading index out of Australia. Tick long-term purchases at the close of the stock market here in the U.S. PPI input-output out of New Zealand Monday night. That's it. Then Tuesday, we've got trade balance out of Switzerland, current account out of Europe, CBI, industrial order expectations out of the UK, manufacturing sales Tuesday morning out of Canada, along with housing starts and building permits here in the US, GDP price index out of New Zealand. We've got MI, a leading index out of Australia, Japan's trade balance at 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, we've got German PPI and 30-year bond auction. All the CPI data out of Canada at 8:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. Crude oil inventories here in the U.S. at 10:30. The minutes from the last Fed meeting come out at 2. Credit card spending out of New Zealand. All industries activity. Public sector net borrowing out of the UK. ECB monetary policy meeting counts. ADP non-farm employment change. Philly Fed manufacturing index. Initial and continuing jobless claims. That's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Here in the U.S., the U.S. data. Consumer confidence out of Europe at 10. CB leading index and existing home sales at the same time here. Natty gas at 10:30 here. Flash manufacturing and flash services PMI out of Australia. National core CPI out of Japan. Flash manufacturing PMI. We've got German final GDP. And then on Friday, French, German, broad European flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers. Core retail sales out of Canada at 8:30 a.m. on Friday. Flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers here in the U.S. at 9:45, and revised University of Michigan sentiment. And that'll wrap that. And then the following week, we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. So it's one of my favorite weeks of the year, but it's a short week. Most people are gone by Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday is the busiest travel day of the year as everybody heads out. Thursday is Thanksgiving, and Friday is a half day that nobody trades. So that will be the week after this one. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trade.